Hello everybody, Oversoul here, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. This is the final episode, the grand finale, the grand, whatever. This is the end. Because this class trial had no traditional intermission, so I just had to choose a good stopping point. I think I went a little longer than I intended to last time. But no matter what and how long it takes, this episode will be the last one. Let's do this.
Stop it!
It was all a mistake? Was this really just a mistake? Was it a mistake to think we'd go home alive all along? What about the killings and the class trials? Was this just a meaningless killing game where the ultimate despairs killed each other off? That is just too...
Don't give up yet! There is a way you guys can get out of here, without letting Junko out!
Huh?
No, there's no way such a convenient... There is? Really? Well, that's the first I've heard of it.
The first she's heard of it? Then it's a way that even Junko doesn't know, right? The way to get out that Junko doesn't know about, it might be that. It's the emergency shutdown sequence. There it is.
I see! Are you talking about the shutdown sequence?
Shutdown sequence? What is that?
It's a hidden command I set up in the Neo World program.
Hidden command?
Basically, I never believed the Neo World program was a perfect solution.
I had no faith in it.
There was always a possibility that Usami's hope might have made things even worse for you guys. So I prepared a way to shut down the program in case of emergencies.
As I recall, you said it was a command that not even the teacher can stop.
And that means even Junko can't stop it.
Dear me, I have an unfortunate announcement to make, class. You cannot activate the shutdown.
Why is that?
You know about it?
More importantly, do you know why? Do you know why you can't activate the shutdown?
The reason the shutdown sequence can't be activated is not enough people.
I see!
Because there's not enough people?
Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time.
Half of 15
Am
is
I
7 and a
correct?
half, so at least
However,
8. That means at
Out
least
of
8.
15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Which
Even
means
if
we
you
need...
want to cheat, I won't let ya.
Which means we need 2 more people.
The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command? No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
Hold your horses.
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Ultimate hope, remember?
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Them?
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Whoa!
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
Whoa! We just saw him in the last game. Not as exciting. But Kyoko!
Byakuya! I knew you guys would come!
Kyoko,
We'd be
Byakuya.
better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously,
You're here, aren't you?
it appears we made it.
Good to see you again. You were always the smart one in the first game, Kyoko. I don't think we would have made it through any of those class trials without your help. You did throw us under the bus, though, that one time, and I will never fucking forget that.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
Calm down, we just played the first game last year. It wasn't that long ago.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand.
He's too busy with business.
There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Shut up.
Byakuya! You're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
Akane,
Shut
you
up,
idiot.
too.
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
They're also survivors of the first... The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? Blah, 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 and yada, yada. Tragedy, if the Killing School Life is referring to that...
You guys are the survivors of the Killing School Life who previously defeated Junko, right?
3 out of the 5 of them.
Yeah, that's right.
I will tell you right now, obviously you know that Toko is hanging out in Toa City with Makoto's sister, so that's where she's at. That's why she's not here. And Hiro, the psychic dude who was right 30% of the time, he actually has his whole own side story going on that's revealed in a text adventure you can read that's like a bonus feature on one of these games that unlocks later. But I don't know, there's like a whole, if you want to know what he was up to, just fucking Google it. It's on the Danganronpa wiki. We're not gonna get into that. It's just like a little side story, like a little, like, I think they might have made a manga out of it. I'm not 100% sure, but anyways,
There's 3 of them here now?
he shows up at the end of the anime. That's all you need to know. He's not there for the events of this. He's not there for the events of the most of the anime. He just like shows up at the end, comes back from the mission that he's been on off on the side, and he's like, "Hey guys, what's up? What I missed?" You know, a lot. Hero, you missed a lot.
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move. Did you really want to see me that badly?
Oh, and then Hina. I don't know where Hina's at right now, but she is in the anime coming up. She is part of the present day stuff in the anime. So
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
you know, they actually, now they think about it, they probably left Hina on the outside. She's probably outside watching them right now because they needed at least one person to be on the outside to watch over all these bodies inside the machine, right? And someone to bring them back if something goes wrong. So that's probably where she's at. So, but at least they brought back the fan favorite characters. And by fan favorite, I mean Kyoko.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
That's right, Junko. Eat shit. Get fucked. Alright, I'm sorry.
Why
Damn.
are you crying?
Because she's insane.
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
Chump, you said it again!
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
Messed up world. And this messed up world?
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. it will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
But deletion is
So
death.
you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
But we will keep our memories of what happened here, right? Huh?
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program,
If we're going to revert back to our original selves, we'll revert to the ultimate despairs.
I see!
does that mean we'll go back to being Ultimate Despair?
Complete with your fucked up
That's
bodies.
right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
Well, that sucks.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
If they're gonna revert back to their original selves, they're gonna be villains the second they wake up, and they're gonna try to fucking fight you. I hope you're ready. Like, seriously. It's not, Makoto, I understand you're the ultimate hope, but come on, man. Think for real.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
You can try.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
Yes, we know it was in the email.
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Damn.
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Oh, you're gonna try to unbrainwash them.
Will you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is, like, really nasty.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that!
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless? Vanish? Does that include her, too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? I'm talking, of course, about Monami. No, she risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she
Memory's
existed.
not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
You're not
Yeah.
joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
Akane's gonna be fucking anorexic.
We don't know anything about that past!
Hey, why did we become Ultimate Despair in the first place?
I want to point out just how fucking brilliant that is, by the way. The fact that in the real world, Akane's body is basically withering away from self-inflicted starvation is why she's so goddamn hungry all the time in the virtual world, because her body is hungry in the real world. And it seems it's why she has an insatiable appetite, because all the food she's been eating this whole time isn't real. It's all just empty calories. And the virtual her is enjoying it, her avatar, but in the real world, it's not providing her any actual nutrition. So it's a purely psychological thing. And that is actually, that kind of shit right there is when these games really stand out. that subtlety in those kinds of connections, and they do really cool shit like that, but then they turn around and fucking exposit the same on-the-nose nonsense to you 15 times in a row. It's like, can you please just pick a lane? Either be over the top or be intelligent, but you can't be both, man. Again, it's the whole love-hate thing. I love more than hate, though. Love more than hate. It's just, honestly, it's an anime thing in general, quite frankly.
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys.
Horseshit.
Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough! My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
I don't want to dig too deep into it now because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm actually starting to realize now that this game laid the blueprints for the major plot twist in Danganronpa V3 that everyone hates. I just realized that now. Oh, shit. If you know, you know, and if you don't know, you worry about it next year when we get there.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair. And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win?
Alright! Things are starting to heat up!
Stop doing the racist caricature.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
You called us chumps again!
Makoto is actually the main protagonist of the entire goddamn franchise, if we're being honest. He's the he's the player character in the first game. It's his sister is the player character in Ultra Despair Girls. In this game, it turns out that he's part of the Future we already knew he was part of the Future Foundation, but in this game it turns out he's the one who put them in this whole thing in the first place and hopes to redeem them and turn them back to the side of hope. So in a way, Makoto really is the main protagonist of this game as well. And then, of course, he's also the main character of the Future arc of the Danganronpa 3 anime. The only fucking piece of Danganronpa media that he doesn't appear in is basically Danganronpa V3, the last game in the series. So, everything from Danganronpa 1 all the way to the Danganronpa 3 anime is basically what I effectively call the Makoto arc. Or the Makoto saga, I guess you could say, because it really is his story when you think about it. Although, I will say that this class of characters that we follow through this game the entire prequel arc of the anime is about them and how they turned from normal high school students into remnants of despair. So really, they get more focus, story-wise, in this entire series than the kids from the first game. And what's even crazier is that everyone who died in the first game is actually dead, like died in real life, dead forever, never coming back, gone. Whereas everyone who died in this game is technically still alive, they're just brain dead and in a coma that they'll never wake up from. So it's basically the same thing, but not quite. You know what I mean?
Because it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
Huh?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then.
Every now and then.
So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
The same outcome as the killing school life? Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method? I should try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there. Oh yeah, baby, here we go! I love that I get 2 of these in this trial. Oh yo, oh yo. Okay, it's going too good for now. Something's gonna go wrong soon. Ah, see, I told you. It was too good to last. And I almost missed it. Almost, but I didn't. Alright, can we get the first question already, or... Okay. Ooh. Woohoo! I risked it for the biscuit. Alright, here we go. Who did Junko Inoshima want to lure? The Future Foundation! Oi, 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 oi. Ba, 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 ba. So she was just using her former followers as bait to lure the Future Foundation here so she could face off against them a second time. This is really just an excuse to have a rematch with Makoto. That's all it is. Once again, she uses the remnants of despair as a tool. They were a tool to help her create the tragedy, and now they're a tool to help her destroy the Future Foundation. Yeah, Junko's got Xehanort syndrome. She just doesn't fucking stay dead. What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? The killings, of course. I had to think for a second, like, wait a minute. Yeah. She wasn't broadcasting it to the world like the first game, she was broadcasting it to the Future Foundation. To taunt them. Like, haha, I took your prisoners prisoner and I'm killing them. What you gonna do about it, you dumb bitches? Oh, right, nothing, because I took over the system and there's nothing you can do but sit there and watch helplessly. It's just another way to bring despair to Makoto. He used his ultimate hope to think that he could save these people and redeem them. You know, the Future Foundation wanted them killed, and he said, nah, fuck that shit. We're gonna redeem them. We're gonna do the right thing here. And then Junko had other plans. She was like, nah, double fuck that shit. Yeah, I am going to show you that in your attempts to save them, you ultimately damned them even further. You should have just let them... God damn it, why do I keep missing? You should have just let them be killed by the Future Foundation because the fate that they ultimately faced is much worse. Okay. God, that sucked. Alright, final question. What did Junko use to force them to watch the killings? The surveillance cameras. I got confused because one of those says surveillance caramel. They're trying to throw you off. And they almost did. Alright, that was fun.
It's all coming together.
No, it's the last one, though. I like that minigame.
Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
The surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding, ding, ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation?
You know, I realized the reason that I suspected Kazuichi of being the one to, giggity Junko's corpse is because, well, he's a pervert. But it could have just as easily been Teru now that I think about it. That actually should have been my first guess. Actually, it was probably him. I don't know why I didn't that wasn't the first thing I went to. But also, with Gundam being the ultimate breeder, there's a chance it could have been him too. I will say that that silhouette didn't look very Teru shaped, but of course they never do, because they don't want you to know who it really is. You know, but that's probably who it was. My money's on one of those two before him. We saw him. He's a pervert, but he's also the ultimate mechanic. Him mowing down people with guns makes a lot more sense. I think he also, if I remember correctly, he also created like some kind of deathmobile that he was running people down with. It's explained in something somewhere. I don't fucking remember where, but anyways.
What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
And why, though? You knew there were cameras there.
You sure did.
Oh my god.
Be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
I'm sorry. Was she like, what was she like, pleasuring herself in her cabin or something?
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside.
So they were just out there the whole time watching this. They're like, oh shit, guys, look, fucking Mikon's about to kill somebody. No, don't do it, god damn it. And then she kills somebody and they're like, fuck, slamming their fist on the table.
As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but...
They're like, I tried to save them. Oh, we gotta get in there before more die. You know, I want to see what's happening on the outside of this. You know what I mean? Like, give me like a bonus, like, side story or something. You know, even just like a manga or something that shows shows this game from the Future Foundation's perspective. You know, what they're seeing on the monitors. That's what I want to see.
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Just to be clear, without the naughty parts. I could do without that, of course. Thank you.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
Because I'm a grade 8.
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
we were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game,
So
right?
it really is Danganronpa 2.
Just 1 second, please.
As in,
That sounds as though
round 2 between...
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
I'm sorry, what? Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program. To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
That's right. Oh, what? Did you think the Future Foundation kidnapped them and forced them here? No, they willingly allowed themselves to get caught, perhaps under the guise of it being forced, though. You know, the Future Foundation thinks they had the upper hand, but the whole time, them coming here was all part of Junko's plan. She ordered them, as her followers, to willingly allow themselves to get caught and be put in here because that was necessary for her plan to come to fruition. Because one of them has the AIs that they took from Shirokuma and Korokuma in Ultra Despair Girls that was necessary to upload her in here. And them being here, they were willing, she told them, I'm guessing, that they were probably gonna die here once everything kicked off. And they were willing to do that because they were inflicted with ultimate despair, you know? And that's just, as a bunch of brainwashed puppets working directly for Junko, they were willing to do literally anything she told them to, including sacrificing themselves for the sake of her ultimate plan. And so, now you know that them even being in here in the first place was something that they basically wanted to do, which is not an unsimilar plot twist from the first game where they willingly allowed themselves to be locked in the school for their own safety and just didn't remember it because they had their memories taken away. Same case here. Basically same plot twist delivered in a different way.
That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Nah, bitch.
naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is teacher's final decision.
I see. As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know?
Well, what does that mean? It won't end with just a majority vote?
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So, even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade!
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
And bullshit.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well... Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
Yeah, boy!
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to line like that when I crushed it with despair, such ecstasy!
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Ah, wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
I'm sorry.
Mastermind?
Mastermind? Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind.
Calling this...
I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Calling this a detective story is
Enough
a
already.
little presumptuous.
What are you talking about?
Oh well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
Humawada Nuna?
Kamakura?
That name, I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. That's right, I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else. As I recall, that person was the founder of the Academy.
I see.
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
Kamakura! Based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
Makoto's like, wait a minute, I'm the Ultimate Hope now.
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura. It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Lady, you have quite a few
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
Yeah, a secret weapon of some sort.
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
Except he didn't kill them.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
They killed each other.
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things.
Izuru Kamakura is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Huh?
What? I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Excuse me?
Alrighty? If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way! There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's
Reserve
right.
course.
Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
Reserve course dropouts. More like reserve course drop-offs, right? As in they dropped off the roof of the school? Okay, I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. That was bad. Oh, shit. I'm Izuru Kamakura?
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along! Ultimate hope!
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata! I've always had that name ever since I was born!
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope?
That must be it! Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan?
Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy. In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates. Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder. And called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
No talent, blank
A
slate.
plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
Right.
From that group of reserve corps students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
So you mean to tell me that Hajime is the Izuku Midoriya of all this? He was born without any kind of talent, and he just, like, suddenly he was chosen to receive artificial talent implanted into him, basically? In such a way. I mean, in a way, though, you could say Makoto's kind of similar, except Makoto's got kind of more of a Kingdom Hearts situation where he just materializes ultimate hope because he's the chosen one or some shit like that. You know? Like Hope chose Makoto like the Keyblade chose Sora, but Hajime was gifted talent, much like Midoriya was gifted his powers, his quirk. Huh?
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
This is something
known as Izuru Kamakura.
This is another thing you'll get to see
Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me.
in the anime.
But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
So, like, literally, like, all for one or one for all. He just has all the talents all at once. Like, hey, Hajime, which talent do you have? And he says, yes. That's what they're doing here.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Huh?
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
He'll be
He'll
a Zuru.
disappear.
disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Disappear? I'm going to disappear? Disappear. 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 I'm too tired to keep doing that. But no matter what happens, it's of no concern to me. Ah, so now we see the other side of things. Yes, that is Izuru Kamakura, or Hajime. He was Izuru when they were on their way to the island, but he became Hajime after entering the program. Does he look familiar? Yeah, that's the same guy who ripped the Junko AIs out of Shirokuma and Korokuma's heads at the end of Ultra Despair Girls. So when he said in this that he had something in his pocket that was going to change everything, he was talking about those AI chips, which he somehow managed to upload into the program before being sent into it himself. I will not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There is no reason to meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your thoughts, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you?
Hajime?
Was that me? No, that's not me!
No, that's
what
you.
You are. That's who Izuru Kamakura is. You're the one who brought me into this world. You're Izuru Kamakura, the mastermind behind all of this. Huh?
Could it be? The one who uploaded you into the Neo World program was...
It's not me!
Oh, but
Just
it
so
is.
you know, as long as your brain has been messed with, you can't undo it no matter how hard you try.
We have visual evidence that it's you, Izuru, because we saw you do it at the end of the last game.
Have no way to be saved, you say? But you already know what you must do.
I do? I already know how I can be saved? Right, graduate. I see.
I see. I just need to choose graduate then.
In that case, the Hajime avatar will be uploaded into his real body. So, Hajime will be safely reborn. Truly a royal road to a hopeless happy ending.
Hold on. You can't do that.
If you do that, everyone who died will be taken over by Junko's alter ego.
Like, if you guys don't start the shutdown, the Future Foundation will be trapped here. I can't allow the Future Foundation to sacrifice themselves for the ultimate despairs.
Jeez, you should have said so before. You guys aren't honest at all.
That's not it. What we're saying is...
We have to protect the world from despair, you say? Okay, that's getting so old. Do you really have to sacrifice yourselves just to protect the world in the first place? What if the world's hope is different from your hope?
Say what now?
Even if the world is happy, it's meaningless if you aren't happy.
That's...
Plus, the Future Foundation wants to kill all the ultimate despairs, right? Once you go back to being ultimate despair, the Future Foundation's punishment time will activate.
It would be absolutely dreadful if that were to happen.
Not just dreadful.
It's rather fucking hopeless, don't you think?
And can you guys even endure that? Everything that happened here will just end up being a meaningless game. Everything you felt, awe, friendship, love, there won't even be save data left of it. The girl you love and the guy you hate grow weaker and skinnier each day they lay immobilized. And in Hajime's case, his very existence is going to disappear. All because of the academy he loves so much. Will you be able to endure such despair? Who are you going to endure it for? For people you've never met before? For people who don't even appreciate you? Does that sound like hope to you?
You can't believe her! That's how she works!
That's what she does, so she can lure you all toward despair.
There is no reason to listen to her. Hurry up and start the shutdown.
Oh, hold on!
What is it? Why are we still waiting?
Yeah,
You
Byakuya.
still not understand what's going to happen to the real world if Junko escapes?
Byakuya wants this damn game to end already.
No, I was just...
How many victims do you think the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history has claimed?
Right now, it's finally started to calm down. If Junko Enoshima makes it to the real world, countless victims will fill the streets. The world will regress to an era of bloodshed, chaos, and worldwide rioting.
So that's why you're telling them to start the shutdown sequence? To prevent that? You're telling them to turn back into ultimate despair and lose all the memories they made in this world. Even among them, there are those who will simply cease to exist. And you're telling them to just deal with it?
At this point, this is the only way.
And they can atone for their
No,
sins.
no. There is another way. As long as they choose to graduate, they can pass along their avatar's memories. And everyone here will be able to hold hands and keep on living. Well, everyone who died will be taken over by me, but... Don't you think that's a better fate than being a vegetable for the rest of their life?
You guys, you can't buy into this. Think carefully about which is true hope.
And which is true despair.
What shall we do?
You're asking us?
You're telling us to decide?
Damn it! Why'd it turn out like this?
Despair.
If everyone can overcome despair, you guys should be able to grasp true hope.
If our memories up until now disappear, I will not even remember the reason everybody died.
Are you really going to let her take over your friends' bodies?
You might think I'm a fool, but... I want to see Peko one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, the Future Foundation might kill us, right?
We won't let them do that.
This is all the Future Foundation's fault. They're the ones who stuck us in this messed up world!
For your protection.
If Junko escapes to the real world, there will be countless victims again.
I know, but
Everyone's hope is in conflict. Such despair!
Graduate or shut down. The world or me. Hope or despair. They're telling us to choose? To choose between that? Why? Why do we have to choose?
I can't do it.
Huh? Can't do it?
I can't choose. You guys are telling us the world's going to be destroyed unless we sacrifice ourselves. And that, I can't decide. I can't choose either one.
Hajime!
Shut up! Leave me alone! This is just too much.
Uh-oh.
Why do I have to be a part of this?
Hajime snapped.
I mean, I'm different from the rest of you. And I don't even have a talent. But even so, I got dragged into this. And now, my existence is going to disappear? I don't understand it at all.
Both choices are hopeless.
How much of ourselves do we have to sacrifice?
This burden. Don't you dare make us shoulder it.
There's no way we can handle this on our own.
Everyone, get a hold of yourselves.
It's impossible! For someone like me, it's impossible. I can't choose the future! Hope, despair, do whatever you want. It's not my problem!
That's...
And there's no answer. So you've chosen to make no choice at all. Jeez, once again, this went exactly as I expected. I get so hopelessly bored when everything goes according to plan. Oh well, since I have everyone's data, I kind of figured things would play out like this. That is, unless something else hopelessly unpredictable happens. Well, I can say that, but the chance of something convenient happening is hopeless. After all, this is a game. A world where everything progresses with predetermined harmony. Fine, I guess it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to make a choice. A futureless future. I think it's fine if that exists too. As long as you don't yearn for hope, you'll never fall victim to despair. That goes for me too. As long as I don't yearn for despair, I'll never need to hope for it.
Oh, how profound.
So, let's all free ourselves from this curse and stay here as the best of friends. Let's immerse ourselves in this tropical island life forever and ever. Forever and ever, and ever 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 and ever.
What you just do? Oh, right. I remember this.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like fun.
I guess it's fine to stay like this for a while.
Young master, that is a wise call.
Yay! You didn't have to forget us!
Yes, there's no way I would forget.
And with this, Junko's gone.
All right, let's party!
I'm gonna showcase my full cooking ability!
Just leave the BGM to Ibuki! Hey, can I take a picture to commemorate this?
Want to be awed by the sight of my prowess?
I've prepared you a training regiment.
Ooh, if you get hurt, let me know.
Should I begin with a brief introduction of myself?
After all this time?
What was this again? Oh well, there's no need to think about it. I wanted this ending.
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game.
I guess it's fine to stay.
Young master. Yay! Yes, there's
And with this, Junko.
All right! I'm gonna showcase my. Just leave the beach. Hey, can I take.
Want to be awed by the.
I've prepared you a.
Should I begin with a brief?
That's not it. You guys aren't part of the game, right?
I wanted this?
All right! A game reset!
And with this, the world will continue to loop.
An eternal game utopia sounds like.
This world.
Who are you?
I'm just a part of the game. But you guys aren't, right?
Chiaki? Is that you? Why are you here?
I don't know.
Does this mean you're my memory of Chiaki? Because you should have already disappeared. Oh well. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just some cliche anime horseshit, like when the fucking spirit of Aerith shows up in Advent Children to guide Cloud. It's so, it's just that kind of thing. It's just the thing that they all do.
Anyway, don't you think they're messed up? Telling us the world's going to be destroyed? And to sacrifice ourselves? There's no way I can choose. For someone like me, I'm just not able to choose. Seriously, I've had enough. Tired of being mixed up in all this stuff I don't understand. Not only was I told that I have no talent at all, but if I get out, I'll go back to being ultimate despair.
Honestly, if this type of, like, manifestation of my memories coming to guide me thing has anything in common with any series, it's Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts does that a lot, quite frankly. Shit, one of the entire games in the series is based around manifestations of memories. So yeah, I'm not too surprised here, quite frankly. The Danganronpa series has a surprising amount in common with Kingdom Hearts, honestly.
And on top of that, I was told I'm going to disappear too. Isn't that messed up?
Man, what a Wednesday.
Hey, you don't want that either, right? I mean, if we lose our memories, there won't be a single trace of your existence left. You're going to completely disappear, and none of us will ever remember you.
No, I won't.
Huh?
Even if I cease to exist, even if you guys never remember me again, that doesn't mean I will completely disappear.
I'll always be in your heart or some shit. She's
as long
literally...
as everyone continues to move forward toward the future we created together.
She's literally Naminé.
I will never disappear. What I lived for, fought for, and risked my life for will still exist.
You're right, but...
You're probably just scared, right? Not just of disappearing. You're scared of moving toward the future with such a heavy burden, right?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm obviously terrified of that.
How much longer are you going to be this indecisive?
Huh?
Didn't you want to become someone with confidence? Isn't that why you admired Hope's Peak Academy?
But even Hope's Peak Academy tricked me.
Hajime, you've had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong?
Having talent isn't the goal. There's something much more important than whether or not you have talent, right? What's important is that you believe in yourself. If you can't do that, no matter how much talent you possess, you will never be confident in yourself. Just like how you were in the past.
You? Hey, who are you? I mean, you should have already disappeared, right?
But past Hajime is in the past. He's not the same Hajime who spent time with me and the others in this world. So it's going to be all right. I think it's time you finally had confidence in yourself.
Hey, Chiaki. Can you tell me something? Which choice should I make? My hope? The world's hope? Which one should I choose?
You guys are the only ones who have the right to decide your future. And the responsibility, too.
So you're saying I should choose for myself?
But if you can't choose either future, why don't you just create one?
Create?
Even if this world is just a game, you guys aren't part of the game. You guys don't have to just choose a future. You should be able to create one as well.
I have a theory that this part of the game is actually Hina outside, controlling Chiaki's AI from outside and trying to get through to Hajime. Because if you look at her stances that she does, like the one with the finger pointing up and stuff, I don't remember her doing many of those types of stances in this game outside of the class trials. Those definitely feel like Hina's stances from the first game. You know what I mean? I could just be I could be wrong. I could just be pulling theories out of my ass, but I don't know. It seems plausible, right?
Do you think someone like me can do that?
Since you're not part of the game, you don't have to worry about talent, skill, or level. You guys have a tremendous ultimate move that can overcome anything. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you just do it, things will turn out okay.
If I do it, things will turn out okay.
Of course, games aren't very fun when they're easy to clear.
But this isn't a game, right?
Well...
Hey, Hajime, this isn't for the sake of anyone else. You have to do this for yourself. Now then, it's about time you show me your cool side, Hajime. Come on, I'll help out too.
Help? I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired so much. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Not mine. I can't choose the future.
See, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. You should even be able to create the future.
Thank you. This is me? This is really me? So uncool. It's totally uncool.
I have no talent at all. I was even betrayed by the academy I admired. I don't want to disappear. I'm not Izuru Kamakura. Who cares what will happen to the world? I don't want to sacrifice myself. It's not like I'll be appreciated anyway. There's no way we can beat Junko. It's the Future Foundation's fault. Even so, not mine. Even so, I can't choose the future. Even so,
No matter what kind of future it is, as long as you guys move toward it, I will never disappear.
Seeing their mouths move is weird.
Everything that happened here, it won't be meaningless. If you guys carried the burden of both hope and despair, you should even be able to create the future. Even if it's a convenient miracle, if you just do it, things will turn out okay. That's why you can't hesitate now. Resolve to throw everything away and give it everything you got. I'll be cheering for you too.
That reminds me. I forgot to say it again.
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died. If we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see Becca one more time.
If we turn back into ultimate despair, we might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
Uh-oh. They're falling
They're
to
both
despair
hope
again.
and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died. If we don't rid the world of despair,
You can't lose hope!
if the memories we made here I will not even remember why everyone died. If we don't rid the world of the tragedy will start when
I want to see Becca one more
If we turn back into we might be killed by the
This is your responsibility.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation.
They're both hope and they're both. A conclusion will never.
Here's your conclusion, bitch.
No, that's wrong!
Oh, damn. Super Saiyan Hajime.
There won't just be hope. There will probably be a lot of despair, too. I don't know what kind of future awaits us. But our futures are ours. I won't let anyone take them.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I've decided. I'm done running away. I will fight for my future. I will fight alongside the future that everyone created for me. It's not for anyone else's sake but my own.
You tell him.
Don't tell me. Izuru? Hey, what the heck is going on? Is this a serious bug or something?
I am not Izuru Kamakura. I am Hajime Hinata!
With the powers of Izuru. It's kind of like when Riku chose to embrace light and darkness all at once.
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna continue forever. If you don't want that, just turn off the game!
Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
Oh, I fucked that up.
Damn it!
You despair because you yearn for hope. You yearn for hope because you despair. Let's finish this already. There's no need for you to choose. Close your eyes and cover your ears. Just shut the hell up! If you do that, this game is gonna continue forever. If you don't want that, just turn off the game!
I can't back down! Even so,
You don't have to look at the hopeless future.
I'll never let anyone choose again!
Okay, that's all I needed to do. The purple parts threw me off. Final boss
I
battle.
don't want anything. You have no argument. There's no hope. Just give up already.
It's so hard to
A
keep in
miracle
tempo
won't
here.
happen.
It's like way off. It doesn't matter though.
This crappy feeling.
We have infinite stock
I don't
this
want
time.
anything. Izuru! You have no argument. The future will make you suffer. Just give up already. You're not Hope. I don't want to lose anything. Any choice is despair. You're not Hope. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do anything. No, that's wrong.
Hey, Chucky joined us for the final That's Wrong.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why is there a bug like this, all of a sudden?
Everyone, let's shut this game down!
Huh? But...
Don't you get it? If we start the shutdown sequence,
There's never only one choice to make. There's no way I'll allow things to end this way. The future everyone has created for us should have more possibilities than that. Let's leave this place with confidence, and from there we can just create it on our own. The future that we want!
What are you saying? There's no way something that convenient is going to happen.
It wouldn't be strange if a miracle happened.
Yeah, clearly you've never seen an anime before.
This isn't a game. We can change the future as much as we want.
Even if you talk big, if you leave here, you're just gonna forget everything.
Maybe.
That goes for everyone else!
We just have to press these two buttons at the same time, correct? I wonder. I do not really understand it myself, but I just saw it. When my body felt so heavy that I could not move. When I felt as though I was sinking into a deep black sea. It was at that moment I somehow heard Hajime's voice. And though it was just a flash, I saw it. Like a lighthouse beacon shining across an ocean of darkness. A warm, yet resolute light.
The power
one who
of friendship.
shines that light, it was probably... You saw it too, right, Hajime? The future we are going to create from this moment on. It is also the future that everyone has created, right? Then, there is no way we can stop now.
Seriously, that's a suicidal decision!
I'm well aware it might be an act of suicide. There's no telling how this will play out. But... I heard her voice. In fact, I think it was the first time she ever yelled at me. I can't stand on my own 2 feet if she keeps treating me like a damn kid.
I don't like thinking about complicated stuff.
Clearly.
If there's someone strong worth fighting, I'll fight. It's just who I am, you know? That's what it means to be confident, right? Then, I'm gonna choose this!
Man, this sure is getting annoying again. But if you're saying you're gonna do it, there's no way I can back out now. If I don't have any place to go back to, I should at least protect this place no matter what.
You all... Why? Why? How can you guys throw yourselves back into the depths of despair?
Isn't that what you want?
Because we believe.
Huh?
We believe in our future. That's what makes us different from you. We believe that if we try new things, even difficult things, that everything will turn out okay. We believe we can even create our own futures.
That's impossible! That can't be hope! It's not even despair! What is this?!
It's the middle option!
Everyone, thank you.
Both at the same time, Nagito was right
I'm not
all along.
the one you should be thanking.
Huh?
Well, that's the end of the class trial. How about them apples? Now we get to sit back and enjoy the ending. A bee? Eat my ass!
Well, let's get started.
I didn't think it would end this easily.
Huh? It's not the end, right? This is just the beginning, right?
First, we need to let this game world end.
And from that point on, we're the ones who are going to create.
Well, look at that! Back to being Usami. And once again, with the power of friendship, the JRPG protagonist defeated God.
Man, this is absolute despair. I feel despair upon despair and despair toward despair yet again. How fun. Once you've experienced the despair I've suffered, there's no turning back. Living in the shadows of past memories. That's too sad, you know? But I guess I no longer have to hope for despair.
Oh, just die already.
Is just so hopeless.
What was that just now? Why did Usami appear? She should have already disappeared.
I guess it's just as Hajime said.
At least, this wasn't the ending prepared for them. This was the ending they created.
Are you saying they're moving towards such an uncertain future on purpose?
Such arbitrary horseshit.
Even so, the only thing we can do now is leave it to them.
It's literally just the writers wrote themselves into a corner and they're like, oh fuck, we're not gonna have a happy ending with all these plot twists. And they're like, you know what, let's just yada yada anime, friendship, miracle, blah blah blah. And people just accept it because it's Danganronpa. You know, they literally like forced a happy ending into existence out of nowhere.
This game world is going to end soon. There is nothing more we can do.
Regardless, there's no need for us to do anything.
Alright, later then. Go back to your job at the Future Foundation, I guess.
Man,
pricks.
It's collapsing.
You're right.
I am sorry to trouble everyone, but even if we awaken in the real world and forget about what transpired here, it will still have meaning, right?
Of course, Miss Sonia. I don't know the proper way to say this, but I kind of feel the same way too.
You're so bad at explaining things. Now that it's the end, you should at least try a little harder.
People can't change that easily, you know.
Well, whether it has meaning or not, it all depends on us now.
Time's almost up.
I'm pretty scared.
I am
scared too. But it's okay, right? It makes sense to feel scared, right?
That's the future!
Hey, I'll never forget you guys. Or the others. You guys better remember me too. My name is Kazuichi Soda.
With your colorful personalities, there's no way I'd forget you guys that easily.
Even if I forget, I will use all my might and remember. If you start talking weird later, Hajime, I'll beat you up till you turn back to normal.
That's a relief. But make sure you hold back as much as you can.
So this is the end. But it's just the beginning. Isn't that right? It doesn't change how scared I am. I can't help feeling scared. So scared, but...
Thank you. Thank you, Chiaki. Phew. I finally said it.
How about I love you? That's what you really wanted to say.
Me too. Thank you. I'll never forget about you guys. I'll never, ever forget. I'll be cheering for you guys from now on. From somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
'Cause we're all friends after all.
This is the end. Goodbye, Academy of Despair. Well, of course we're gonna save. And now, for the epilogue. And so the incident is coming to an end. The incident, riddled with absurdity, with nonsense, with sheer irrationality, is about to lower its curtain. An incident smaller than Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most tragic event. Smaller than the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. An incident so small it doesn't even have a name. We'll call it the Jabberwock Island Jamboree. The world will never know what happened here. Not now, not in the distant future. As long as they remain here.
Apparently they've finished the preparations. We can leave any time.
Then, I guess we should get going.
Hey, Makoto. Is this really okay? You're the one who said, leave the questions to me, so I let you take the lead. Are they really going to be okay? Didn't they just turn back into ultimate despair?
I don't think that's the case. I mean, if they did turn back, they wouldn't have said that they'd stay on this island.
Perhaps they're thinking about helping their sleeping friends?
I can't really say for sure, but that's what I believe.
Whether they know it or not, the fact that they're already clinging to that feeling shows they're no longer who they were in the past.
It seems that there are too many soft-hearted people here.
But in reality, the possibility of those who are asleep waking up is close to zero.
No, the possibility isn't a problem. Even if there's the smallest possibility, they're still trying to create that future for themselves. In their eyes, that is the future.
The smallest possibility. You might as well call it a miracle.
But strangely enough, I have a feeling that they'll be able to reach it. They've accepted their hopes and their despair, and they're trying to create their own future. Maybe, for people like that, miracles are inevitable. Don't you think?
As cheesy as ever. Seriously, you haven't grown up at all.
haven't grown up?
That's the main reason we decided to come with you.
Well, who cares? I guess I'll respect your decision. This time. However, what comes next is going to be difficult for us.
Leaving them on this island. If the higher-ups at HQ find out about this, it will definitely cause a scene.
We need to work on concealing it.
That's not a problem.
And what do you intend to explain to HQ?
About that. I was gonna think about it while I was on the ship.
Good luck. I'm not going to help you that much.
Huh? Why?
You should at least be glad that we decided to respect your decision.
Fine.
Then let's go back as well. We're not even close to finished yet. There's still a lot we must do. Besides the Future Foundation, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is not finished. We must end this once and for all, for the sake of the future.
It seems I must fight alongside you all for a little while longer.
Plus, there's someone waiting for you to return.
Don't make me remember something so horrifying.
Toko.
Then let's go. We must create our own futures too.
And so, the ordeal has ended. And from here, our daily lives have started. Lives that are much more absurd, nonsensical, and irrational than before. Things are probably going to be a lot more difficult now. There's no such thing as an answered mystery. It's doubtful whether or not things will even end well. The future isn't a path. It's like an endless sea. You can try to go anywhere. But it doesn't mean you'll get there. Even so, I will keep on living. I will keep on living as Hajime Hinata.
So back in the real world, he's still Hajime.
My future lies here.
He didn't revert to Izuru. And there you have it. That's Danganronpa 2. Alright, so the ending there might require a little bit of explanation, but it's pretty straightforward, I think. But basically, yes, when they woke up, they did revert back to their remnant of despair selves in the real world. However, they somehow, for reasons that I can't even begin to explain because the game itself doesn't even fucking explain it, they somehow maintained some form of personality change and ethics that they acquired while being in the simulation. And that resulted in them having a change of heart when they woke up and no longer wanting to be bad guys. So they willingly choose to stay on the real Jabberwock Island for now, so that they know society will be safe from them in case they choose to revert to their old behaviors, while simultaneously trying to find a way to bring all of their sleeping friends out of a coma, their brain-dead friends, see if they can save them somehow. So that's what they're going to dedicate their time to now. They decided to stay on the island and be like, look, we're bad guys. We can't risk ourselves being out in the world, so we're going to willingly stay here and put our time towards something useful, like trying to bring our dead friends back. And so that is where they are now. And then Makoto, Byakuya, and Kyoko got on a ship, and they are headed to the Future Foundation headquarters because Makoto did a big naughty, and he's in major dookie trouble right now. And he's got to face the music. There are consequences for his actions. And so, that is where the Danganronpa 3 anime picks up. That's what you're gonna want to do next. Before we play the next Danganronpa game, Danganronpa V3, that'll be coming out next year if you're watching this in real time. The next thing in line that you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to check out this anime on Crunchyroll called Danganronpa 3: The End of Hope's Peak Academy. It's split into two different story arcs, the Despair arc and the Future arc. And the Despair arc focuses on these guys, the Remnants of Despair, before they became the Remnants of Despair, back when Hope's Peak Academy was up and running and it was a normal school and they were living a normal school life. And it also shows the origins of Junko. Junko shows up and everything goes fucking haywire. It basically shows you how the tragedy begins. It's a prequel to the entire series. And it ties everything together. You even see a little bit of Makoto's class in there too near the end. And then there's the Future arc of the anime, which picks up exactly where this game leaves off. Makoto is facing a trial at the Future Foundation because he's on trial for his crimes of betraying them, as they put it, by helping the Remnants of Despair in this game. And so while he's on trial, things kind of go haywire, and him and several other members of the Future Foundation, including Kyoko and Hina, get trapped in another killing game. And it's the final killing game of the Makoto saga. So who will live and who will die in another killing game that not only the survivors of the previous game have to deal with, of the first game have to deal with, but also some new Future Foundation members that you've never seen before will also be involved. And they all have their own ultimates too. There's like the ultimate therapist, the ultimate baker or candy maker or some shit, the ultimate farmer. There's a bunch of them. Anyways, so the ultimate scientist I think might be one of them. So look forward to that. Yeah, we're gonna get one more killing game in anime form. Technically more than one, because you'll get to see a lot of the Junko's early work in the Despair arc, and then obviously you get to see an actual killing game in the Future arc. And this one is really interesting because it has a new rule where everyone's wearing a wristband, and the wristband has a message on it, and the message basically says that if the thing in the message, you know, so like it could be something arbitrary, like you look at your wristband and it says if someone says the word banana, then you will die. And then that means if anybody at any point says the word banana, then the wristband activates and kills you. Which is some fucking horseshit, quite frankly, but yeah, that's part of it. So do yourself a favor, and now that this is over, go watch the Danganronpa 3 anime on Crunchyroll. That is the next step in the series. You're gonna want to watch that before the next game. However, I will be covering the Danganronpa 3 anime in two videos that will be done in the same style as Dead Meat's Kill Counts. One video will be focusing on the Despair arc, and the other video will be focusing on the Future arc, and I'll basically be counting up all the deaths that happen in them, because let's be honest, that's what we're all here for, right? In these series, is the fucking deaths and executions and shit. But anyways, though, not only that, but I will say, though, I still recommend you watch it for yourself, because me speeding through it with clips and shit is not the intended experience, nor is Despair and then Future the intended experience. In fact, the way you're supposed to watch that anime is you're supposed to watch one Future episode, and then one Despair episode, and then one Future episode, and then one Despair episode. And you'll notice when you go on Crunchyroll and you go to watch it, that's actually how it's laid out. If you watch the episodes in the order it has them on there, it will be that way. Future, Despair, Future, Despair, Future, Despair, back and forth like that. So the anime picks up immediately where this game leaves off, but then the second episode flashes all the way back into the past to show you where this all began. And then the third episode jumps back to the future, and then the fourth episode jumps back to the past. But that's how you're supposed to watch it. So make sure you actually watch it for yourself, instead of relying exclusively on the videos I'm going to be doing covering it, because they are not a good substitute or supplement for actually watching it yourself. So please watch it. But anyways, yeah, so that's it. That's it for Danganronpa 2. Let me know your thoughts of that ending and all those plot twists in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to smash that like button. And like I said, next thing in line is the Danganronpa 3 anime. Go on Crunchyroll and watch it. It's on there. And it's in English, if you're worried about that. So, anyways, that'll be it for this Let's Play. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will catch you possibly on another day, definitely at another time, and likely in another Let's Play. Okay, goodbye. 30 goddamn motherfucking episodes. Holy shit. 35, actually.